Hello there, and welcome to the beautiful Scottish Highlands. Join me and my family on our journey exploring the spectacular scenery of the NC500 and the Western Highlands of Skye and Glencoe, where we enjoy waterfalls, mountains, beaches and food, all from the comfort of our self-converted holiday home on wheels. This adventure will be split over 4 videos, starting with the East Coast and finishing within the spectacular Glencoe Valley. So, sit back, grab a snack and enjoy the best of what Scotland has to offer. Well, hello there, and welcome to the shores of Loch Ness. And I'm in search of the Loch Ness Monster. Haven't seen it yet. Thought I saw something, but no, unfortunately not. We're just at the Camping Caravan Club on Loch Ness in Fjallraven, and you know, really nice little site by the looks of it. We're not stayed here, we're just passing through. Just thought we'd come here, get to the lake and have a look around. But NC500 and the Isle of Skye. So I'm doing this with the missus and the baby, just to show it's doable. And the baby's only, what, 14 weeks? So, you know, I'm glad I got that right. She did say it about 5 minutes ago, so I should remember. Anyway, but look at this view. I mean, look at that. Absolutely superb feeding spot, and also change a nappy. Wonderful. I'm not doing it, but wow, I mean, what a stunning day. It's not too bad, no rain yet. There is yellow forecast of rain, but hopefully everything's going to be good. So join me and the missus and the baby in the van as we do the NC500 and the Isle of Skye. Well, we've got to the campsite for the night. Keswick Farm campsite. It's a nice little campsite, to be fair. Got hook up, got water, got all the amenities that we need. So we're just having a couple of beers, sorting some things out, getting a plan together for tomorrow, and that's when you're going to join back with me. It's tomorrow morning when we start really covering some interesting places on the route, some off the route and so on. So join me in a second where it's morning. Well, you're meeting me in my natural habitat. We've left the campsite. My screen wash motor stopped working. It worked Wednesday before we came away. Made sure everything was okay, and on the journey up I realised it's not working anymore. Checked the fuse, everything was fine. It is a motor, but the good thing about being in the trade is I can just find a motor factory somewhere and get some parts. So the start of my journey starts with making sure my screen wash works, because those flies up here are, yeah, your windshield gets full of bugs up here. So I'm going to change that over. I can't believe I'm doing this on my holiday. I'm working again, and we're going to get this screen wash pump put in, and then we can crack on. The missus is going to get some coffee. We're at Starbucks at the minute in Inverness. Yeah, so I can't believe I'm doing this on my holidays. Right, so yeah, but we're going to go to the Fairy Glen Falls. That's the first bit of this trip, so that should be quite nice. So yeah, screen wash pump first. Well, here we are at our first point of interest at the car park towards the walk of Fairy Glen Falls. So hopefully it's quite a nice one. Baby's getting fed. I'm going to get ready, but not bad so far. Black Isle's quite a nice place, very stunning views all around. The drive is pretty easy as well, there's not much traffic, and we're in the middle of May now, so it's pretty good. Anyway, let's stop waffling and get walking. Well, there you go, Fairy Glen Falls. Pretty nice waterfalls, I must admit, and not hard at all to walk up here. It's quite a nice little walk, to be fair. So I'm gonna head back to the van now, so I'll see you back at the van. Right, so we've just left the Black Isle and now we're heading north up the A9. We've got a few things on today's itinerary. We're already quite far behind with fixing the van, make sure everything's working there. But yeah, we're on our way now north towards Golspie, which around there we've got something called Big Burn Walk, you know what it's called? Yeah. And that's some waterfalls, another waterfall there, and there's a castle just around there called the She's going to help me. Dunrobin Castle? Dunrobin Castle. And then there's Walligo Steps as well, which is well further north than that. We're going to stay in Wick tonight, so we're actually doing quite a bit of miles today. The reason I'm doing a lot of miles now is, oh wow, just look at that. Them are some views, them are some mountains right there. So the reason we're doing such a big amount today is because the east coast is not supposed to be as spectacular as the west coast, and I want to spend as much time as I can on the west coast because yeah, that's the proper Highlands. But nevertheless, this is still quite a beautiful part of the world, as I get windscreen full of flies obviously, but I can wash them off now, so that's always good. But yeah, we're going to camp in Wick. There's a few other places on the way, but you'll obviously see that. But yeah, just piling some miles in now, so let's crack on to the next place. Joe Exotic in front of us. He's got out of jail. He's now living the dream. So we've just had a bit of lunch at Golspie at the what's it called? The Coffee Bothy. Yeah. The Coffee Bothy. Quite nice. I had a tuna and cheese toasty, so, and a latte, and it was really nice, to be fair. Now we're going to get walking. Look at this one. We're going to get walking, doing the Big Burn Walk. It's not very big. It's 1.2 kilometers to where the waterfall is and then back, so a nice short one, but hopefully gets her a bit more interested in all the colours again. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice one, nice waterfall and then I'll get the drone out a little further up the road and just fly over the castle. I'm not going to visit it, I'm not going to go in, but you guys can if you fancy it, if you're not going to rush through it like I am. But yeah. Right, you ready, Pavey? Yeah. Look at that face. Are we going, Pavey? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's go. Right, let's go. Baby, what do you think of this waterfall? Is it nice? So, there we have it, Big Burn waterfall. And what a waterfall it is, quite nice. Pavey, you impressed, Pavey? Yeah, have a look here. Are you impressed? You don't look it, do you? I'm sure she is. Right, so, now I've seen that, got a few pictures. We're going to head back down now, get back to the van, have a look at Dunrobin Castle, and then head up to either Cairns of Camster or Walligo Steps. I don't know which one we're going to do first. We might not do the Cairns of Camster, it depends what time we're on, but we'll get up there as fast as we can, so let's go. Right, well, I guess I'm not going to get the drone out. There's no drones allowed, which is fair enough. I mean, it is private property, I suppose. So we just passed through, had a quick look. I mean, I'm not really interested in walking in a castle. It's not my sort of thing, unless it's in ruins and it doesn't cost you to enter it. Yeah, then I don't mind so much. So we're going to head back onto the road and we're going to make our way up to Camster Cairns, I think, or Cairns of Camster. One of the two. Some really old, I think it's like 4,000 or 5,000 year old cairns, so should be interesting. So let's go. It's like driving on the Mediterranean coast. Well, I am at Camster Cairns, and they're just over there. There's one there, there's one there as well. One there, yeah. 5,000 years old. That's old. It's as old as I feel. But how cool is that? So, we're going to make our way down. We're going to have a look at these cairns, because that's some old stuff. I think it's the oldest cairns in the UK. So, pretty impressive. I mean, this is just 5 miles off the A99. Yeah, and you've got this ancient stuff here, and it's quiet. It's not overrun with people. I think that's because it's so far north that for everyone in the UK it's quite difficult to get to, unless you're doing the NC500, which if you're watching this video, come and have a look. So, let's get walking, and have a look around. As you can see, you can go inside. I'm a bit fat for that. But yeah, that's awesome. Apparently there was some burnt human remains found in here. So I won't go in there just now. I think I'm going to go in. Right, let's go on an adventure. Oh, bloody hell. So, oh yeah, definitely need to zip my buckets up. Oh, wow. That one actually. Oh, wow. Oh, this is awesome. Huh. Somehow 5,000 years ago they installed roofs with windows in them. I think it was the old Velux. I think it was the original Velux, this one. Yeah. Interesting. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be just a chamber, but wow, pretty cool. Obviously they've put a concrete dome on it by the looks of it, with the old original 5,000-year-old Velux. Wow. Can you hear that? Hello? Hello? It sounds weird in here. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So I think I'm going to go in the next one now and see what's in there. But it's pretty awesome, this. I like it. Well, as you can see, guys, this one is a bit tighter. I am getting through it, but I don't know. This one's an interesting one. Not as easy to crawl through. Oh, but when in Rome, I'll probably regret not doing this if I don't do it. Oh, wow. At least you can turn around in it. I don't have to crawl backwards. Whew. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Again, it's crazy to think that this, apart from the concrete roof, is 5,000 years old. 5,000 years ago, there were people here. Weird, weird. But yeah, I like it. This is the sort of thing that you don't normally see, and when you do, it's pretty interesting. But it's nice and cool in here. Cooler than it is outside. Saying that, it's not like warm outside, but it's not bad for me in Scotland. But yeah, right, on my hands and knees again and get back out. Well, I have to admit that was kind of cool. I like that. Now I'm going to head back to the van and make my way over to Walligo Steps, which looks like an absolutely spectacular piece of landscape on the coast. Yeah, so let's head over there now in the van and well, let's do some steps, get my steps in for the day. Right, so last point of interest of the day last interesting spot, and it's probably the best spot of the day. Wildcamping steps. I don't know how many steps there are, but to be honest with you, I don't think that's going to matter, because this is pretty special. So anyway, I won't rub it on. Let's just show you. Well, what an absolutely spectacular spot. Absolutely stunning. You know, there are special places in the UK, and this is definitely one of them. Amazing. I'm glad I stopped off here. I'm glad I put it on my list, really, because, you know, look at this place. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't you do it? We're going to have a bit more of an explore around, have a look around, but wow, you can just appreciate beautiful spots like this. Amazing. We've got back to the campsite now. The van is on the hook up, and we are on the lookout for somewhere to eat now. So I think this is going to be part one, really. Part one of the road trip. And yeah, it's been a good one so far. What a high to end it on at Wildcamping steps. They were pretty cool. So yeah, I'll see you next week for part two.